And then come back to standing and have your palms facing forward, shoulders back. On the inhale, reach your arms up and relax the arms down. So try to keep your ribs in and keep that neutral spine, pull your abs in. So we're just creating a long line with the body, fingertips to heels to feet. And imagine that everything is stacked, one on top of the other. So your hands, your wrists, your shoulders, your ribs, your pelvis, your knees, your ankles, all create this long line. Let's do one more, reaching up, palms facing in, and back down. Okay, let's reach just the left arm up, relax the shoulder away from the ear, and then stretch over to the right side, and let your right hand drop down the right thigh. Now, you don't want to crunch on the right side. You want to stay long through both sides of your torso and breathe into your ribs. Take 2 more big breaths in and out. Super important to breathe throughout your poses. Come back to standing. Reach your right arm up. Relax the shoulder away from the ear, but get strong and straight through the arm. Then reach up and over to the right. Breathe into your right side. Feel really strong through your legs, like you're pinned down to your mat through your feet. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. Good. Now interlace fingertips behind your back. Little bend in the knees. Let's squeeze the shoulders. Open the chest, look up, and move your hands away from your low back. So inhale, lift your hands as far as you can away from the back, and then exhale, relax. Inhale, open, lift the chest, reach the arms behind you. Exhale, relax. Let's do 3 more. And 1 more. Good. Now bring hands onto your hips, and we're gonna lean forward with a long spine. Feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Stop when you're at halfway. So I could balance like a glass of water on your back without it falling off. And then pull your hips back with your hands. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, lead with your head and come back up to standing. Let's do that again. So lean forward. Use your hands to pull the hips back and out. Lengthen the spine. Feel your hamstrings stretch. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, come up to standing. Good. Let's do 1 more. Lean forward, hold, and stretch. Nice job. And come back up and pause and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now go a little bit wider with your feet and do some standing torso rotation. So you're just gonna twist through the spine and let your arms hang really heavy. And you're just gonna let them swing side to side. You can kind of feel that pressure come out to your hands. And you might even be able to get your back to pop a little bit. If it has anywhere to release, it will. And then come back to center. Now don't move your chest, swing just the arms. You'll bring one arm on top and then the other. And I like to bend the elbows in the front, like I'm about to give myself a bear hug. Good. And then start to slow it down and bring arms down by your sides. And we'll reach left arm up, right arm down. Breathe and switch. Reaching the fingertips. Switching side to side. And try not to let your back arch. I just caught myself. So pull your abs in. Think of that long line again. Good. All right, finish up that side and then relax and take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. All right, let's move into a triangle pose with your left foot forward, your right foot back. You're gonna bring hands onto your hips, and I'll give you two different options. So the first one is to keep that long spine and just hinge forward, reach with the top of your head, and kind of pull your weight over that left leg, and then come back up to standing. Let's just do that a few times. So keep that long spine, lean forward, hamstring stretch. Now feel if your feet are wobbly and if your legs are wobbly. We want to try to get them strong and stable. The stronger our base is, the better our balance will be. Okay, so stick with that flat back, or if you can round your back, I want you to tuck your chin, curl the spine, roll down the left leg, and then lengthen back up. Okay, so imagine you're a wave and you're curling down and lengthening back up. And it's okay if you want to just stick to flat back too, if that feels good. Okay, now find a place where you can hold. Maybe you can bring hands down to your shin or your ankle on that left side. And go back to that long spine. Now pull your left hip to the back of your mat. And that glass of water would be on your low back. So imagine that you have that glass there and you don't want the water to tip. Good. Come up to standing and we'll switch sides. Okay, so feel strong in your feet. Make sure you're using your toes to grip your mat. And we'll go into the flat back, halfway down, long spine. Pull back up. Okay, stick with that flat back or work on curling down. Tuck the chin, feel that stretch down your spine, lengthen back up. All right, let's hold this next one. Bring your hands down the leg. Pull your right hip back. And come back up to standing. And step forward. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. All right, so we're going to start to transition down to our mat, but we're gonna do so into a downward facing dog. So if you're at the top of your mat, just start to bring your hands down, walk your feet back. Press your heels down, lift your hips high. So imagine your body is in a V shape. You're creating a mountain with your hips at the top and your feet and hands at the bottom. All right, so let's practice moving into plank. So you should be able to move from plank to down dog without moving your toes or your fingers once you get adjusted. Breathe. We're just lifting and lowering the hips. Remember, plank, you want your shoulders over your wrists. Abs are engaged. Let's do one more. Good, and then lift your heels high, and then lower the knees, and stretch your hips back. Reach your arms forward. Breathe here. Good, come up to tabletop. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, look over your right shoulder and let your hips move to the left. Hold here, inhale, and exhale, pull back to center. Deep breath in. Exhale, look over the left shoulder, move your hips to the right. Take another big breath and come back to center. Let's do that a couple more times. Stretching the hips, the low back. Good, and then come back to center. All right, so keep this 90-degree angle in your legs. We're going to lift the right 90-degree angle up. So the foot lifts towards the ceiling, and then you're gonna place it back down. We're gonna stay on that right side for 10. Good, lift and lower. At the top, you should feel your hamstring and your glutes. And we're trying not to arch the back, okay? So really pull your abs in and keep a long, straight spine. The only thing that's moving is your right leg. 3, 2. Okay, hold this last one up, and we're gonna extend the leg straight and bend the knee in. Extend the leg straight, bend the knee in. Three, 2. Keep the knee bent. We're gonna finish with little pulses on this side. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Release that side, take a child's pose. And come back up. Just a little side note, if your wrists are bothering you, you can create fists. You could also do this down on your forearms if you need to, but just a reminder to really use your fingertips and try to take some of that weight out of your wrists and pour it into your hands and into your fingers. All right, so left leg is gonna stay in that 90-degree angle. We're gonna lift it up and place it back down. Breathe every time. Pull those abs in. And stay even through your shoulders. Good, keep the left leg lifted. And we'll extend the leg straight and bend the knee in. Three. Last one, keep the knee bent. Give me little pulses up to the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax that side and come into your child's pose. And then look forward, and we're gonna come down onto the belly. Okay, so this time we want the forearms down. So elbows, forearms, palms are pressing into the mat. Press tops of your feet down, and on the inhale, lift your chest. Open your heart, take a deep breath in. And then exhale, relax. Let's do that several times. On the inhale, you lift. And exhale, you lower. Feel yourself lengthen through your spine. So it's really important when you're doing any extension or back bending that you're not hinging at one particular point in the spine. You want to lift and lengthen using all your vertebrae at the same time, not relying just on one. Nice job. All right, so relax and bring your hands one on top of the other onto your low back. And you can rest your head down. All right, so we're gonna work on a pose called grasshopper. On the inhale, you lift your chest, lift your legs behind you, and flex your feet, point your toes out. Hands stay on the low back. And then exhale, relax. So try that a few times with your breath. Inhale, lift, flex, open, exhale, release. Last one. Nice job. Press yourself back up into a tabletop position for a moment, and then we're gonna move into puppy pose. So keep your hips right over your knees. Walk your arms forward just like you did in down dog, but it's basically down dog on your knees. Deep breath in and out. And pull your abs in and come up to a kneeling position. All right, so I'm gonna have you turn on your mat. Now we will be on the knee here for a little bit, so if you need to pad your knee anymore, you can. We're gonna keep the left knee down and we'll extend the right leg straight. Then reach the arms from here. So let's take a stretch. Bring your right hand down the right leg, reach left arm up and over. Good. Come back up. Now everything is gonna tilt over. You're gonna bring the left hand down to your mat and then try to lift the left leg up. Option to keep your right hand up, or you can bring the right hand on the hip. We're gonna tap the right toes down, lift the leg back up to hip distance, hip length. So right in line with your hip bone. You can also do this laying down if this angle doesn't work for you, or if your knee is bothering you, that's totally fine to lay down. All right, let's keep that top leg lifted and draw a little circle. 3, 2, and 1. Lower that foot, reach the arm up and over, get that big side stretch. All right, now get lighter and see if you can come up the same way that you came down. Nice job. All right, relax this side and we'll switch sides. So extend the left leg and let's start reaching down the left leg, reach right arm up and over. Good, come up. And we're gonna tilt until our right arm is down, left arm is up, and we lift the left leg. All right, here we go. Tap left toes down, lift left leg up. If you wanna bring your left arm down to the hip to relax the shoulder, you definitely can. Good, keep the top leg lifted and give me a little circle. 3, 2, and 1. Place the foot down, reach left arm up overhead, get that long side body stretch. And then use your abs to come up the same way that you went down. Nice job. Let's get off of our knees. So we're gonna come down to our mat. I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick. All right, so from a seated position, let's just bring hands back behind us and windshield wiper our knees side to side. This is a really nice massage across your low back, your hips. Good, and then finish up and bring your legs back to center and come down to your forearms and press your arms, your hands, your elbows, your forearms down into the mat. Lift your chest, and we're gonna lift the right leg up, point the toes, go down with the right leg, circle it out and around. Okay, so just Pilates leg circles. Nothing else moves besides that right leg. You can also do this laying down if you need to. But this is a nice challenge to be on the forearms. It really opens the chest, requires us to engage the abs. Let's switch directions. So the right leg will circle out first and then draw up. Now notice the rest of your body. We don't want anything else to move. That is the goal. So only let that right leg stir around in your hip. Everything else stays stable. So I bring it back up and then release that side. Other side, lift your left leg, point the toes, we'll go down. Circle out and around. Good. One more. Let's switch directions. Circle out and draw up. So we have core muscles. Our abs are just, not just in our belly, they're in our pelvis. Okay, they're connected to the leg, to the inner thigh. You should be able to really feel those deep core muscles as you circle. Let's do one more. Woo, release that side, and then come all the way down onto your back and take a couple breaths. And we'll move into some bridging. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, lift your hips. Create this long line. Your knees are at the top, your hips are in the middle, and your shoulders are at the bottom. And then lower back down. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Feel your hip bones lift up as you squeeze your glutes. And I guess when I say squeeze, you're not really, squeezing together, but you just want to activate your glute muscles. You really want to feel the backside of your body engaged. All right, let's lift the hips, probably about halfway, so not quite as high, and then move your feet together, and we're gonna march side to side. So lift your right leg, place it down, lift your left, place it down. Eight, 9, and 10. Go lift your hips high, deep breath in. Exhale, relax the hips down. Take a breath to reset. Then lift your hips back up. We still have our feet close together. All right, we're gonna work on, maybe bring your arms out a little bit wider for a more solid base. Try to lift your right leg and do a bicycle, where you bend the knee and extend the leg out. Let's just get 3, 2, and 1. Woo, nice job. Reset for the other side. Lift your left leg, lower it. Bicycle for 3, 2, and 1. And place that side down. And then lower the hips and hug your knees into the chest. Nice job. Add a little rock side to side across your low back. And keep a hold of your right knee. Extend your left leg straight out in a hover. All right, now you have the option to lift your head and shoulders, so you're in that C shape. And you're gonna use both of your hands, and I want you to try to hide your right foot behind your right knee. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, switch. 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 Lots of core. Single leg extension. Reach out with your toes. We're here for 5, 4, 2, and 1. Go relax head and shoulders, pull the knees in. Take a deep breath. Feel your shoulders relax onto your back. Okay, drop arms down by your sides. And so instead of 90-degree angle, just let the legs hang over top of your chest. So relaxing the legs in a bent position, roll a little, about halfway over to the right, gentle spinal twist, pull it back up, switch to the left, pull it back up, and do a few more side to side. Breathing each time. Use your abs to pull back to center. Nice job. Now come back to center. Bring the legs to tabletop and see if you can go all the way down to the floor with your knees. Press into your arms. Use your abs to pull back to center. Over to the left. Really slow. Pulling back up. Side to side. Exhale as you lift. Okay, the next time your knees go over to the right, I want you to hold that twist. So you can bring right hand to the legs if you want to. You could also reach left arm up in a cactus position. Maybe you can even look to the left. Nice job. Release. Use your abs. Pull back to center. Inhale. Exhale, knees all the way over to the left. Move your right arm to cactus. Maybe look to the right. Breathe. One more big breath. And pull back to center. Good. All right, now bring hands under your butt. And you're gonna bring your heels together. And I want you to imagine you're squeezing a quarter between your knees, or between your heels. So don't let your heels fall apart. You don't want that quarter to drop. And on the inhale, you're gonna squeeze your legs out straight, toes out, heels in, and then bend the knees into the chest. Pull it out straight, squeeze, feel your inner thighs. Come back in. Two more. Ooh, nice job. Hug the knees into the chest and then extend your left leg long on your mat. Keep pulling the right leg up and in and massage that right hip by moving the knee in and out. Then we'll do a reclined pigeon pose. So your left hand reaches for the bottom of your foot, or you can grab for the ankle. And I want you to pull that right shin up and in towards your chest. Use both of your hands and arms to help hug the leg in. And then I want you to rock that leg side to side. So extend it across your body and pull the knee back across. Good. Now hug the foot in again and draw little circles with your shin and with your heel. So everything circles one way and then circles the other. Nice job. Now release and straighten that right leg up to the ceiling. You can roll your ankle out, crunch your toes, work out any kinks in your foot, and then flex your foot. Pull the leg in towards you. Breathe. And add a little pulse. So you're hugging, pulsing in. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift your head and shoulders towards your right knee. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release that right leg all the way down. And we'll switch sides. So hug the left knee in, big squeeze. Massage your left hip crease by moving the knee in and out. And then reclined pigeon. Send the foot across the chest. Stretch your left hip. And use both of your arms to extend the left leg across to the right, and then bend the knee and pull it back to the left. Good. Pull back to center and circle the shin, the ankle, the heel in one direction. Little circles. And then the other direction. Nice job. All right, extend the legs straight. Roll out the ankle. Crunch the toes. Lengthen the leg. Feel that entire back side of your leg stretching. And then add little pulses. Keep working the leg more and more straight. 3, 2, 1. Lift head and shoulders. Breathe and stretch. Whew, nice job. And release that side and have both legs out straight. Take a deep breath in and out. Nice job. All right, so we're gonna curl up into a seat and have your feet flat. Grab behind your knees. Lengthen the spine, reach out of the top of your head. On the inhale, straighten your arms. Keep that long back. And then pull, using just your arms, you're gonna pull yourself back up to tall seat. So this is a lot of arm strength here. So straighten the arms and imagine you're doing a row. Keep your elbows in close to your low ribs as you pull back up. And pull. Overemphasize your arm muscles. Feel your biceps. And keep reaching out of the top of your head. Good. All right, let's try to find some balance. So feel your sit bones underneath you. When you rock side to side, you should be able to feel your sit bones. And then keep your chest lifted and try to lift your feet up. You can hold on to your knees, or you can release your knees, reach your arms out by your sides. Keep lifting your chest up. We're here for 10. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, however you want to get there, I'm going to cross my ankles and come back into tabletop. And from tabletop, I want you to tuck all 10 toes under. And on the inhale, you're going to lift your knees, round your back a little bit, and then lower your knees, look forward and open the chest. Maybe you can drop the belly. Good. Exhale, curl, lift the knees, lower back down, open up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more time. And then come back to neutral spine. Extend your right leg back and hover behind you. This time we're just going to keep that leg straight. I want you to tap the toes down and lift the leg up. Three, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now tap your toes down. You're going to swing your right leg all the way out to the right side of your mat. And then drop your arms forward and stretch your right inner thigh. Nice job. Come back up, back to center. Extend your left leg back behind you. Tap the toes down, lift the leg up. Tap and lift. Three, 2, and 1. Tap your left toes down. Walk your left leg out to the left. And then lean forward with your arms, with your chest, and stretch your left inner thigh. Walk your hands back in and come back onto your mat. We're gonna lower to the belly again. So bring arms down by your hips, palms facing down. Relax everything. You're gonna press your hands and your feet down into the mat. On the inhale, lift your chest, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, relax. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Keep going. Last one. Nice job. Reach your right arm out to the right. Use your left hand to roll your body over to the left and stretch your right shoulder. You can keep your legs stacked, or you can bend that left knee, place the foot down, and lift your left knee up to stretch your quad. Good. Release this side, and we'll switch sides. Extend the left arm, roll to the right, and keep your legs stacked, or bend your right knee, place the foot behind you, and stretch deeper. Good. Release this side, press yourself back up, and we're gonna move into a low lunge. So step your right foot forward. You can start with hands down on your mat. And stretch your left quad. Now if you don't wanna be on your knees, tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee up, and hold your low lunge here. Which this is actually a little bit more engaged, a stronger lunge. So if you want to relax, keep the knee down. If you want to be more engaged, keep the knee up. Either way, find length in your spine. And then relax. And we'll switch sides. Step your left foot forward. Sink the hips. Option to lift your back knee. If your back knee is lifted, imagine pulling your feet towards each other. Feel how strong that makes your legs. Nice job. Release that side. All right, we're gonna come back down to a seat and work on a wide split. So extend your legs out to the sides. If you're working on length through the spine, bring hands behind you. Open the chest. If you have some wiggle room, lean forward. Keep your toes facing up. And wherever you land, I want you to breathe. This is one of those poses that you have to hold a little bit longer. Get your hips and low back to release. Nice job. Start to come up. Grab behind your knees and pull your legs in. Okay, now I want you to think of mermaid pose. So we're going to start by bringing both legs over to the right side. If you need to keep this right leg extended for a knee, you can. Or bend the knee and send the foot back behind you. All right, our legs are over to the right, so we want to bring our upper body to the left. You can start up on your hands, and then maybe you can start to make your way down to your forearms. Release this side. Swing your legs over to the left. And do any variations you need here for your body, okay? Everyone feels a little different, and this isn't as accessible as some poses. So legs are to the left. Bring your hands and arms and chest over to the right. Maybe you can drop down to the forearms. Let's start to come back up. Unravel yourself. Straight legs out in front of you. You can either just work on sitting tall or reach forward. Grab your toes. Relax the spine. Then everyone sit tall. Float your arms forward and slowly come onto your back. As slow as you can. Good. Let's finish laying down. Toes fall out to the sides. Palms face up. And we're going to do just a little mindfulness, mind-body connection exercise. So on the inhale, I want you to squeeze your toes, kind of squeeze your feet, tense your feet up. And then exhale, relax your feet. Inhale, squeeze your calves. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, relax your calves. Inhale, squeeze your kneecaps. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, relax. Inhale, engage your thighs. Feel your thighs get strong. And relax. Inhale into your pelvis, your low ribs or low abs. Pull everything in, get strong. Relax your abs. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up, back, and down. Squeeze and relax. Inhale, squeeze your wrists or your hands, your biceps, feel your arms get strong and relax. Inhale, squeeze your face, squint your eyes and relax. And lastly, press the back of your head into the ground, press it strong and relax. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, your full body relax. Feel your body fully relax. And imagine any pain, any tension, any stress. Feel that all melt away out of the body into the air. And notice how good it feels to relax. And start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And you can slowly open the eyes and come back up. Nice job, everybody.